Hello, welcome to Anchor Points. I'm glad that you tuned in. I found a list of 10 of the most popular translations sold in America from churchanswers.com. We'll begin to see some comparisons among the 10 most popular translations sold right here in our country. And as we make the comparisons, I want you to understand the reason we'll find things missing or incorrect are for one or two reasons. First, the translation came from raw manuscripts. Second, the translation is a thought for thought translation and not a word for word translation. If something is missing or is different, it could be because the translation method that was used. That means the translators did not consider it important for the reader, or they did not feel that it would fit our current culture. So in a thought for thought style, they feel they can just bring a thought and leave other details behind as long as they just get what they think it means translated into the language they're translated into. And that can be a problem. We're going to see some things about that in the following clips down the road. But for today, in the last clip, I asked the question, who killed Goliath in the translation you use? Some versions make it ambiguous. Some versions even deny that David killed Goliath. But before we look at this, let's state the obvious. First, I believe everyone in church, even churches that use a translation that has it wrong, I believe everybody in church knows who killed Goliath. Second, I believe every person, at least all the people I ever met growing up, when I attended churches that used other translations, and when I grew up using other translations, I didn't get confused about who killed Goliath when I came to the passages that denied that fact. I just assumed the version didn't have it right. Now, here's the question though. Why should we accept a translation that does not have this simple truth correct? One day I came to the place years ago when I was using another translation. I thought this version I'm using doesn't have this obvious truth about David and Goliath correct in both references. Could there be other things wrong that aren't so obvious? Things that are more subtle that are still important, but things that I don't pick up on? That bothered me. So, for tonight, out of the 10 most popular versions sold in 2022, what do we find? Who killed Goliath? Now, as we get ready to look at these, I'm purposely not naming the translations, because what I want you to do is I want you to check the translation that you use. And so I'm not naming them, but these are each different translations. So, and just so you're aware of where I get all these from, these quotations that you'll see on the screen in just a minute, it's from the website that you see right here on your screen, Bible Gateway. They have a lot of versions on there if you're into that sort of thing, and even different languages. And they seek to be a help in that. And so check out Bible Gateway with the correct reference that I'm doing for this study, which is 2 Samuel 21:19. So here's our first sample from, I'm calling it one of the 10 popular versions. I'm just calling it A. But notice, who killed Goliath in this one? Can you read it and answer it? As I look at it, can you see the name Elihan there in red? And notice he struck down Goliath. It doesn't even say killed him. But I assume when they say struck down, it means killed. But look at that. Who is Elihan anyhow? Do you even know? Why don't they have that right? Here's another one. I'm calling it version B on the bottom there, you see. But Elihan again says killed Goliath. Who is this Elihan? They're using the wrong manuscripts, and they're coming up with a wrong answer. Now, some versions that use the wrong manuscripts, they reference to some other translations that have this right, and to the correct manuscripts in some cases. And so they made sure that it had it right. But can you imagine, out of the 10 most popular translations, the majority of them have Elihan killing Goliath in 2 Samuel 21:19. Here's another one. Elihan. Who did he kill? Look at that. He killed Goliath. Here's another one. It's Elihan again. And who did he kill? Goliath. Now here's another popular translation. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking people in our country. And so this is on the top 10 list that from that website where I got the top 10 popular versions of 2022. But in this one, unfortunately, it also denies David killed Goliath. It says Elihan did. Why did they do these things? Look at this translation. And there was again a battle in Gob with the Philistines, where Elihan the son, now I can't say that last name right, a Bethlehemite, slew the brother of Goliath. Wow. Just a few words make a big difference. Slew the brother of Goliath. You know, the right manuscripts matter. The right method for translation matters. It matters. You deserve to have a Bible that's word for word. You deserve to have a Bible that was translated by the right method. You deserve to read God's Word for yourself. In the English language, we have a wonderful opportunity to have a translation that has it right. You know, there's hundreds of verses we can look at. And I don't know that we're going to look at the hundreds that there are in each translation. But in the future, I plan to show you several more. So make sure you subscribe so you know when each clip is released. And God will bless you as you seek His truth. Thank you for watching. God bless you.